What's up, guys, and welcome back to another gun fails reaction video. I'm going down this rabbit hole, guys. I'm going down this rabbit hole. This one is shooting competition fails 2019. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this is going to be like amateur and pro-am stuff. It might be some pro stuff. I'm also guessing this is going to be 3-gun competition where you're timed. I don't anticipate seeing anything from like the Olympics because that would be a huge violation that would probably get you banned from ever competing again. But let's go ahead and see what we've got. Finger discipline. Hey, alright, I already like this video. It already tells us what we're looking for. So I'm guessing with finger discipline, we're automatically going to see people shooting when they're not supposed to shoot because they're getting... With these timed competitions, guys, understand that the quicker you shoot and the more targets you hit, the better your score. So I'm assuming that what we're going to see a lot of is people running up to get their gun, putting their finger on the trigger and squeezing. I'm guessing we're going to see that. I've seen it in person at these 3-gun competitions. It happens a lot. It happens more often than it should. But let's go ahead and take a look.
Are you ready?
Oh! Oh, please tell me you didn't hit yourself, dude. Oh my God. Did you guys see that? So he pulled the gun from his holster and it looked like the gun was pointing maybe at this angle, right towards his toe when he squeezed off that shot. Ooh, let's take another look at that. Oh no, that looked like it was pointing down. Hold the phone. It was pointing down towards him. Look at that. Boom. I can't really tell because of the practical shooting channel thing down here. God, that didn't hit him in the foot. It came frickin' close. Look where the muzzle is pointing. So it was pointing this way when he fired off the shot. It came down. Oh. Looks like he's okay. He's not hopping around like a madman. Good job on the range officer calling a halt to that real quick.
Stand by.
That's what I was talking about. We see a lot of that. You will see a lot of that. So what she's supposed to do, she runs up here, grabs her gun, comes over here to the left-hand side, peeks around this guy here, and I'm guessing she's shooting over here or down here. And yeah, she had her finger on that trigger, and that adrenaline starts pumping, man, and boom, she fired off that shot. Trigger finger awareness, guys. Keep that finger straight and off the trigger until you are ready to fire, even in competitions like this. DQ, you're out. Maybe not. They might give her another shot. I don't know. I don't know the competition rules. Each competition has different rules. In the competitions that I partaked in, if you did something like that, a safety violation like that, you're done. You're out. Thanks for playing. Try again next year. Who knows? I've been to one where they would let you get away with something like that as long as it wasn't, you know, how do I put it, serious. I mean, this was a serious violation, but in some the one competition I was at, squeezing off a trigger like that, as long as it was downrange, it wasn't considered a serious violation. It was considered a violation, but not a serious one. But Yeah, to say the least, I never participated in that competition again. It really wasn't the safest, but yeah. Whoa, dude! Again, he just got excited, pulled that trigger before he was ready to. Not a serious violation, but still probably against the rules, and he's probably going to incur at least a penalty for that. And the range officer told him to stop. Oh! Oh, that was not good. Alright. So he fired off his shots, knew he had to reload. As you can see, the mag is dropping. So as he dropped the mag back over here, he fired off another shot without realizing it. Thankfully, the weapon is pointed downrange, so good on him for muzzle awareness. Yep, you screwed up. Oh, that was an extra shot.
Hold it. Whether it's in this position or whether I'm pressing.
Oh. Hey, man, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Oh, man. So he's talking about the function of this particular firearm. Thankfully, it was pointed downrange, but what I don't understand is why he's touching stuff on the gun with a round in the chamber. If you're going to talk about different functions of the firearm and you're not ready to shoot it, don't have a round in the chamber, as he learned. So he was tapping whatever this is. I'm not familiar with this firearm. He was tapping this, and apparently he was tapping it with enough force that his finger slipped off and ended up pulling the trigger.
It's in this position or whether I'm pressing.
All right, poor unloading. What are we going to have here? Oh! All right, so he did not have the mag completely out of the mag well and pulled the trigger. Again, that's finger discipline, guys. Finger discipline. Keep your finger straight and off the trigger. You're going to hear that a lot. So I'm guessing this was like that last one where the finger slipped and pulled the trigger before he was ready. Or she, I don't know. Either way, that round went straight up this way. What comes up must come down. I hope there is nothing back behind this berm for at least 2 miles. Ooh, I really hope there's nothing back there. No ejection. Did you guys see that? So he dropped his mag, kept the rifle point downrange. Good job. Good job on that. Pulled his mag. And for whatever reason, he decided to squeeze the trigger. I don't understand that. But he pulled his mag, and when he racked back, when he racked this charging handle backwards, a round should have come out of this ejection port. A spent casing or even a full casing, doesn't matter, should have come out of this. He was not paying attention to that, so he did not realize that a round did not come out. And for whatever reason, he decided to pull the trigger. That's horrible. So, like, even with my Glock, what I do when I drop my mag and I'm done shooting, I'll drop the mag and then I'll rack that slide back 2 or 3 times to make sure that there's nothing in there. And then I'll lock it to the rear and do a visual inspection to make sure that there's nothing in there. He did not do that. He did not do a visual inspection of the firearm, and yeah, he got caught out. Muzzle safety and range officers, all right? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He just flagged this range officer. What I mean by flag is pointing the gun at the range officer, whether you intend to or not. That's what flagging is. You can flag anybody, but he flagged the range officer at that time.
Whoa, stop.
He brought it down pretty quickly, but still, I want to see it again.
Whoa, stop. Unload. Whoa!
Well, no. He didn't flag the RO. Why did they stop him? Maybe because he was pointing out here at one point? Or maybe it looked like he was flagging the range officer? I don't know. He should have turned to his left. That probably would have saved him. I'm not entirely sure about this one.
Whoa, stop, stop, stop. Unload. Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, yeah, that was a definite violation. He totally just flagged this guy. Was that Russian? I don't know. He totally flagged him. That was bad. Bad. But that's also this guy's fault. It's both their faults. So, this guy shouldn't have been up here. He should have been walking backwards. Or he should have turned to follow this guy. That's what he should have done. He shouldn't have walked backwards because this guy was up here. He turned to his right to come this way. This guy should have followed him. The RSO should have followed him. So this guy, he needs to be more aware of his muzzle. Point it straight up if you must. Point it down is better. And this guy should be more aware of what the shooter is doing. So it's both their faults on that one. And the shooter called him out on that. I guess he didn't clear his weapon first. Because you heard 2 shots afterwards, so I don't know. Oh, that was close. So that's not on the shooter, that's on the RSO. He should not be anywhere forward of the shooter. At any time should he be forward of the shooter. That's why we have these lanes. Alright? The shooter can only be within these lanes. You got a target back here somewhere that the shooter is aiming at. Why is this guy... Look where his foot is. If you draw a straight line, he's a good foot in front of this guy here. He should be back here behind him. So that's the RSO's fault. Oh yeah, do your tactical roll to try to make yourself look cool after that fuck up. That was dumb. Get out of here, man. Hold your gun. Alright, we're gonna see some drops. People have been there. I have yet to drop my gun. I've come close on 3-gun competitions. Thankfully, I was able to maintain control of it in a safe manner. But, yeah. Wah, wah, wah. That's just embarrassing. Guns, unless the gun is not well maintained, it's not going to go off if you drop it. All right, a well-maintained gun will not fire if you drop it on the ground. There's internal safeties to keep that from happening. So that's not really an unsafe condition because, I mean, this is a competition. You know these guys are shooting some of the best, and they love their firearms. They baby them. So that's not a huge violation, but it's still a violation. It is a safety concern. Let's continue on. Whoops! I've seen that. I've seen that more than once. So you're running to drop your shotgun or your rifle off into the trash can, and it just bounces out of the trash can. It happens, man. It happens. The scariest part right now is look where that muzzle is pointing. That's the scariest part. It's pointing right at his arm. Horrible.
Fuck!
Did it come out of his holster? Yep, it bounced out of his holster. Invest in a more secure holster, bud, or tighten it down, one of the two. Blame your gun?
Alright, so here's...
What the fuck? Okay, I'm seeing it. Wow. Wow. So the whole lower, well, no, not the whole lower. It looks like her buffer spring and everything else just came right off. Is that what this little dance was about? No, that's somebody else. Oh, you just slammed it into the ground. Maybe it is the same person then. There's no fixing that. That sucks. That sucks. His belt just fell off. So this is like a duty belt that cops and security officers wear. I wear one myself at work. It clicks twice. You'll hear 2 clicks. If you do not hear 2 clicks, that means it is not fully secure. This is not fully secure, assuming it's that type of belt. If it's kind of like your old grandpa's belt with the little metal thing that goes through the hole, I've got nothing. That should not happen. But yeah, that sucks. Oh, that's heartbreaking, man. That's the competition right there. Just give it up. You're done. There's no way you're going to be able to make up time after that. But, okay, he was smart. I'm going to give him credit. The belt came off. He stood in place, kept his hands away from his firearm, and just waited for instruction. That's the proper thing to do. Good on him for that. Sorry for your luck, though. Really, these guys did nothing wrong? That can happen. I can't see his trigger finger. I'm going to look again. Nope. Yeah, his finger was outside of the trigger well. Ooh. That is, this particular firearm needs to be, it needs to go to the shop, because something is wrong internally. It should not fire when you chamber a round like that. Thank God he was pointing that weapon downrange. Yeah, that's a terrible malfunction that needs to get looked at.
Wow!
And he stopped. He's like, hey, I'm not doing anything with this at this point in time, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He's like, fuck, 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 fuck. Yeah, good job keeping it pointed downrange, though. That's what you should do when you have a malfunction like that. Oh. Oh, you didn't do a functions check before you came out to the range. So his upper receiver just fell off of his pistol. Had he done a functions check, this is common. I've seen this before. It's not really common, but I have seen this before. Somebody will clean their firearm, they'll put it all back together again, and they won't run it through the paces of, racking it back, making sure that the safety works, all that good stuff, just dry firing it. They're not dry firing it after they clean their weapon, and sometimes you don't put the receiver back on properly. That upper receiver, the slide, whatever you want to call it in your world, don't put it on properly, and then you get into a position like this and it falls off, and that sucks. Sorry, dude, don't look at the gun. That was most likely that was on him. Guns don't normally do that. I'm guessing that was on him or whoever messed with that gun last. Oh! His finger's not on the trigger. What the fuck caused that? Finger straightened off the trigger, so his finger didn't get bound up. Nothing's in the trigger. Still nothing. And it just went off. What happened there? That is really uncommon, guys. I can't tell. I can't see the positioning of the hammer if there is one. Either way, I'd either be sending that firearm to the weaponsmith or I'd be getting rid of it. One of the two. I'd be selling that thing off and getting a new one. This holster is not great, but I don't see anything that would grab the trigger. Right there, it just fired. I don't know, maybe there's something in that holster that's sticking out just a little bit, enough to grab the trigger. I mean, that could be it. I would love to hear this guy's story. Sir, if you happen to see this, please reach out to me. Let me know what happened, because that baffles me. I've got no reasonable explanation. I would assume this guy is at least somewhat of a professional. He's obviously proficient, but I've got no explainable reason why the firearm went off as he dropped it in the holster like that. Normally you see people with their trigger or with their finger on the trigger when they do that, and it happens. But his finger is not on the trigger. I've got nothing, guys. For once, I've got nothing. I don't have an explanation. So yeah, if anybody knows what happened here, particularly this gentleman here, if you happen to see this, please let me know what you found out about this little incident. And thank God it doesn't look like anybody was hurt. What the fuck just happened? Oh! Oh my God! He's got himself a real nice competition pistol there. But there was things that went sour. So he goes in. So the gun went off as he slammed his magazine into the magazine well. That shouldn't have happened to begin with. That shouldn't have happened. So something is loose on the inside here. And then you can see the magazine starting to slide right back out. So it didn't even catch in the magazine well. That's going to be expensive because this is a competition pistol. That sucks. Oh! Ooh! Oh! What I'm looking for here, obviously this is going to be about slides and trips and falls. I'm looking for muzzle awareness more than anything else. So far, these guys are doing really good. The RSOs seem to be really good. They're making sure they're not in the way, that they're properly positioned. But yeah, this is just getting in a hurry and not being sure of your footing. Ooh! Oh! It looked like he fired a couple shots while he was falling. Eee. Is that what happened? Oh, he did. Or no, he didn't. Okay, there was somebody else that was shooting as well. Okay, that's where that second shot came from. Alright, fair enough. On the ice, too. Oh! Oh! Oh, that hurt watching that. Oh, that hurt watching that. He actually didn't slide. He got grip where he didn't want grip. Oh, oh, you know that's a pulled muscle in there somewhere. Oh, oh, I'm sorry, man. Oh, I know that had to hurt. Yep, in the mud. Those cold conditions where you get water and mud, man. Be really careful when you're out there doing that shit. Bloop. Yep, saw that coming. Oh, bad stance. He had a horrible stance. He was so off center. The center of his weight was leaning this way. He could have just peeked over that side without shifting his weight that much, but he totally shifted his weight a lot, and that's what caused that to happen. So look here, this foot's not firmly planted. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so he started shooting and it put him more off balance, and at this point in time there's no saving it. The cameraman went down. I wasn't expecting that. Dude, check out that muzzle awareness, though. Check out that muzzle awareness. Superwoman right here. I think I might be in love. I might be in love. Keeping that weapon pointed down range. The cameraman goes down. Aw, what the hell is this? We got duped. We got duped, goddammit. Maybe this was for a commercial or something, who knows. Alright. Keep filming. He's trying so hard not to lose it. But he's continuing filming. Good on him. That's a professional right there. Oh! That was the cameraman's fault. She was way too close. Bloop. No telling what happened there. No telling what happened there. Superman! Way to recover, though. Oh. Ah, that looked like it hit right there on the edge, too. Eee. Oh, right on the lower spine, too. That's gonna hurt. Well, he didn't hit his head. He did not hit his head. He came close. Thank God he didn't hit his head, man. That would have cracked him open. But he kept that gun pointing down range. He kept that gun pointing down range. Good job, sir. Good job. Sucks that you fell, but good job with the safety, man. Yeah, that hurt.
Go out of the range and never neglect the firearm safety rules. At least keep the gun in a safe direction at all times.
Let's see here. Treat all guns as if they are loaded. Yes, absolutely. That is the #1 safety rule that everybody should be ingrained with, even if you don't own a firearm, even if you don't intend to own a firearm. You might be in a position where you have to pick one up. So please treat every weapon as if it were loaded. If you follow that rule, you should have no problems. But we've got 3 more. Never point the muzzle at anything you are not willing to destroy. There's many variations of #2, but this gets to the point. Do not point the weapon at anything you do not intend to kill or destroy. If you don't want to hurt it, don't point the gun at it. Keep your finger off the trigger until you are willing to shoot. Again, different variations of this. Mine is keep your finger straight and off the trigger until you are ready to fire. #4, be sure of your target, backstop, and beyond. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Just because you might know what your target is, you need to know what is behind your target, because some rounds might go through your target and into something else. Not only that, but if you miss your target, you need to know what you're going to be hitting if you do miss. So, good. Right here, memorize those, guys. Please memorize those. Keep them in the back of your mind at all times, especially if you are carrying around a firearm.
Times at least keep your finger off the trigger, and if humanity happens, at least nobody's going to get hurt.
If humanity happens, at least nobody's going to get hurt? You lost me, doll. You lost me. What the hell was that? Was that lightning? Or was that an explosion? Excuse me. Oh, that was lightning. Competition's done. Foul weather play, foul weather rules. Everybody indoors until this thing blows over. The last thing you need is a lightning strike while you're on the range. Bad news. Oh, no, it was an explosion. Something blew the fuck up over there. What happened? That's a Texas flag. Oh! What do you want to bet this is that, there was was it a chemical plant? Is a chemical plant or is like a biofuel plant or something like that exploded? Caused a huge fire. I think it was in, I think it was Houston or Dallas, one of the two. I wonder if we're catching that with this video. Again, if somebody who was here on that day could let me know, I would appreciate that. Was my guess correct? Damn, that's big. Being in Texas, I'm guessing that was a refinery, some kind of chemical refinery, because that's a huge plume of smoke. Wow, that's a shitty day at the range, because they're probably still going to halt range operations because of this. Mostly because they probably have no clue what's going on, and just for safety, if somebody's planting bombs or something like that around, they're going to shut this little competition down. Wow. Oh, wait, no. That's not Texas. Where is that? Come on, give me the other. White, blue, and red. Is that France? What happened? I think that's French. I think that's the French flag. I'm curious what happened. Huh. Either way, that's the end of this video, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And again, if you were at any of those events, or if you were one of those participants that we featured today, please, by all means, hit me up in the comments. I would love to hear your take on what happened, because I'm just guessing. I wasn't there. I'm just looking at the video. I would love to hear your take and talk with you more about it. Maybe talk about lessons learned, things of that nature. But either way, if you like the video, hit that like button. If I've earned it, hit that subscribe button. And as always, be safe, be cool, have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.